It happens sometimes. We all want to win, but we don't always end up winning. Loss is a part of our lives too. We want to succeed, but we end up failing. We want to fly, but we end up falling. Success in our lives is not defined by being able to win every time, but about bouncing back from defeat, bouncing back when you find yourselves down. It can be rather lonely when you're down. It can look like the end of the world. But what can each of us do to come out winning? Hello and welcome to another edition of Chai with Pai, our weekly series of videos where I try and share simple lessons and stories that can help each of us become just a bit better. Bouncing back is a theme that's often being talked about now, particularly given the tough times we've all been through. So what can all of us do to learn to bounce back? Here then are 3 tips to help us bounce back and pick ourselves up. First, remind yourself it's not about you, it's not personal. It's just, failure is just an outcome, an event. It doesn't necessarily make you a failure. It's just that something you've tried hasn't quite worked. I love what Roger Federer apparently told himself every time he lost a game. Here's what he said. He would tell himself, I lost not because I'm a bad player. I lost because I didn't play as well as I can. What a powerful idea. Tell yourself, it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that you're a failure. It's just that, well, you didn't do as well as you can. Lesson number 2. Most times when we find ourselves falling, we tend to say, ouch. When we fall, when we fail, we tend to say, damn. Good idea to learn to say, ouch, why did that happen? Or damn, why did that happen? And the minute you get yourself to say, why did that happen? You start trying to understand what might have contributed to that failure. And that's a great way to learn from that misstep, to learn from that failure. And the third one is this. Learn to think like a boxer. Okay? If you're a boxer and you're knocked down, you've got to learn to stand up before the count of 10. 1 extra second and it's all over. So think like a boxer. One of the problems for many of us is when we are down, we like to stay there. And then when you stay down, you'll find, friends and well-wishers coming and looking at you and saying, oh, poor you, you're so unlucky to fail. And they probably crush you just a bit more. Don't let that happen. Learn to stand up quickly. Do that and you'll find yourself bouncing back and emerging stronger after defeat, after a fall, after a failure. Try it, and I look forward to hearing your stories of bouncing back. That's all then in this week's edition of Chai with Pai. Until next time.